Yo, what's up guys? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. It's been about 4 or 5 days since I posted a video, so I apologize about that. Been kind of going through some ups and downs, but long story short, it's been a depressing few days, but I don't really want to get into that because I want to make this channel as positive as possible. And but long story short, that's why I haven't been really posting. But anyway, with that put to the side for now, there's something I kind of wanted to talk about, and I will go in depth in specifics on another video. But sometimes there comes a time to where it's just overall much more beneficial and even healthier, for that matter, to just put a game down. Sometimes when you play a game for a while, whether or not you're frustrated with it, or whether you just, want to take a break from it because you're doing the same thing again and again. And sometimes, I don't mean to sound cocky or anything, it's not meant to be as such, but if you can get on a Call of Duty at any given point in time and go into a pub and just, get a gameplay like this where you get 45 kills in a TDM where the limit's 75, and you're playing well consistently, and you're just stomping lobby after lobby. After years of doing such a thing, it can get a little stale and a little bit repetitive and boring, and it's like, because quite frankly, so to speak, it's after this gameplay, it's like I felt like yawning. And it's not necessarily just because it's simple. I mean, granted, I put in a lot of time into this game to be able to do the things that I'm able to do at this point. In comparison to where I used to be before, they're literally like night and day. But sometimes when things get stale and when you get quote unquote bored, I guess, of such a thing, it sometimes it's just healthier to do something else and or just put the game down. And as you guys know, the Call of Duty games now, in terms of the newer games, they're incredibly stale, and a lot of people out there, well, not as many, but there still are people out there that are forcing themselves to kind of play a game, whether it's because of their YouTube channel or whether it's because of just the fact that, well, they're trying to like the game even though they don't. To me personally, I think that's unhealthy, especially for your state of mind. And I figured this goes well into what I was saying very early on in the video, how I've been kind of depressed lately. It's got nothing to do with Call of Duty itself. It's real life problems, but the thing is, in accordance with that, it's a very similar subject to where, if a person doesn't want to play a game, or a person is not feeling the game but is forcing themselves to do it anyway, it's pretty damn unhealthy, if you ask me, more mentally than anything. And my opinion is, if you don't want to do something, then don't do it. Or if you don't feel like doing something, and if it's something like this, don't do it. Now, granted, we're not talking about like, oh, I don't want to take this exam, so I'm not going to take it. No, I'm talking about something that's purely optional and something that you literally don't have to do. If you don't have to do it, then don't do it. And when you force yourself on that scale, it can be pretty unhealthy. It could be pretty frustrating. It could just make things worse, in a sense. So, as I get taken out by a noob tube over there. But I myself also have not been posting, also because of the fact that, well, there's been another game that has been consuming a lot of my time with, and if you guys are interested, I will post gameplay, and I will go into more in depth as to why I am playing that other game. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll probably know exactly what it is. And to my knowledge, there's only maybe 2 or 3 of you that watch my videos that follow me on Twitter. And no, I'm not trying to get you guys to follow me on Twitter and anything. Again, going back to what I was saying, if you guys want to, that's great. If you guys don't, that's cool too. And it's again, it's healthier to do what you want. So. But the thing is, that game has been taking a lot of my time, and without going too much in depth, I'm gonna leave a separate video for that. The thing is, sometimes when you go back to the beginning, back to being a noob again at another game, it kind of sparks an interest, especially when you have a few ideas of how to adapt and how to become better at a game that you're interested in playing for whatever reason, or even for the time being. Now, granted, there's plenty of Call of Duty. For those of you guys that love watching my videos because you love the Call of Duty gameplay, Fear not, worry not. I have tons of gameplay saved, and yes, a lot of it is Black Ops 2 since I played that recently. Before recently taking a break from it. So there's tons to be revealed gameplay wise on the channel, as well as there's also tons to be talked about Call of Duty as well. There's plenty of stuff that I want to talk about, but I thought that it'll also be a little bit more honest and a little bit more proper, especially with the time being right now that I'm not really playing Call of Duty at the moment as of about 2 weeks now. I figured it would be a good time at the same time to just mention it while it's happening instead of just waiting until I post all the Call of Duty gameplays. But long story short though, I've been absolutely challenged by the game that I'm playing. And I want to tell you what it is, but I figured I'd save it for another video. And on top of that, well, I kind of want to leave you guys a little curious. And if you guys want to know what it is, just let me know. If you guys want to, guess, you guys can play the guessing game on here. Or if you want to even do one better and check out my Twitter and see what I've been posting lately, then you can do that. And for those of you guys that do follow me on Twitter that are watching this, don't post anything in the comments below. That'll give it away. I want to see what people will do to figure it out if they're interested. So. But, this is going to sound crazy to some people, but when you go back to being a noob at a different game, there's just something about that that's really appealing, because this game, pubs-wise, Call of Duty in general, pubs-wise, isn't as appealing or as challenging at the moment right now. Well, especially in the current state of games. Now, in Black Ops 2, I will always love Black Ops 2. I will always love the Call of Duties that I love. But going into a random pub on any given day and stomping lobby after lobby isn't as appealing as it once was. So therefore, the mentality is you want to take a break from it so that way you can get back into it later, or else you're going to burn yourself out burn the candle on both ends and burn yourself out. You don't want to do that. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of input of exactly why I haven't been posting lately and what I have been doing in terms of gameplay. So, but that's pretty much it. And as for my last video, there's been like 11 or 12 views on it, and I just want to say thank you for those of you guys that have been giving some positive comments in the comment section. You guys are really awesome, and thank you very much. And again, it's motivating, it's humbling. So I just wanted to give you a quick shout out to you guys and to say thank you. And again, comments are always welcome. I always take criticism, positive and negative, and use them for the best of my ability. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an input, or a little bit of an update, so to speak. So with that being said, I ran out of time, so I will hopefully see you guys on the next video. And if you guys want to see gameplay of the other game that I'm playing, let me know, and I'll post it, and I'll talk about it, and I'll go into in depth as to why. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my future videos better, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.